I was talking to Simon Poole, who came up with this.
Producer on the show.
Yes, who said it's wet Transformers. And that is actually the perfect description of it. The worst thing about it is that I really like Godzilla, which I know divided some people. This is the Gareth Edwards novel,
Yeah,
Godzilla,
I
not
like
this
that.
year Honda.
Yeah.
And there were moments of real spectacular visual beauty in Godzilla, particularly the Halo jump sequence. This film is ugly and messy and noisy and headachy. I actually really liked Kong Skull Island, which is directed by Jordan Vogt Roberts, who had made Kings of Summer, which is a film I absolutely love. And that had a narrative. I mean, the narrative was Apocalypse Now, but it had a narrative. The thing with this is, firstly, it doesn't have any character coherence at all, to the point that there were things about the characters that were revealed in the end credits that I hadn't even noticed while watching the film. And I don't think anybody else did either. It makes no sense. The dialogue is expository and completely perfunctory and doesn't add up. But the worst thing about it is, as with those head-banging Michael Bay Transformers movies, nothing has any weight or heft because it's just big, noisy, shouty, grunty, ugly, aggressive, smashy, bashy, crashy stuff going on to no good end and no avail and no emotional involvement. I mean, there is in Kong Skull Island an evocation of a really, really big Kong, and that's impressive. And if you look at things like Pacific Rim, the Guillermo del Toro film, there are evocation of kaiju and of which are wow, that's really big. In the case of this, it's just that's really big. No, that's really big. And that's really big. And that's really big. And that's really noisy. And that's really who's that? Can't remember. It's really big. And it's what's disappointing about it is that with that much stuff being thrown at the screen, it just shouted me to sleep. I mean, I was really struggling to stay awake, and big Charles Dance fan, looked like Charles Dance was just phoning it in. I think if you asked Charles Dance to tell you the plot, he wouldn't know, and neither would anybody else. And Vera Farmiga is a brilliant actor. You don't give Vera Farmiga those kind. Also, halfway through the film, something turns out about one of the characters that makes the whole of the thing, everything that's happened to them up to that point, nonsense. And also, eco-terrorists, yeah, it's rubbish.